Biafrans, are you aware that Nigeria as a country have been sentenced to life imprisonment by a small Burkina Faso of 25 million population? One good turn deserves another. You charge innocent man Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for terrorism when he is not, and you send him to life imprisonment. In other words, sending all the Igbos to life imprisonment. Now Burkina Faso have found your soldiers, your 11 soldiers, and including your aircraft of committing terrorism in the soil of Burkina Faso, and now about to sentence them to life imprisonment. If it sounds funny, right? Yeah, it really sounds funny, but the truth still remains. Nigeria is on ICU. Nigeria is just like a time bomb waiting to explode. Let me read the article before me so that when I understand where I am coming from and where I am going. Burkina Faso court said to sentence 11 detained Nigerian soldiers to life imprisonment if found guilty. This one is analyst. But let me shock you. Do you know that Nigerian government have they don't go their propaganda, their usual propaganda said that 11 Nigerian soldiers and their aircraft have been released by an official working in Aso Rock. You know them. But it turns to everything is lie. A government that has been built on lies can never survive. It can never do anything meaningful to the people. The mandate is lie. Even the person who is or who they claim is their president is also a lie, a fake. Somebody who don't have a lineage. No single brother or sister will come out and say, he is my brother, he is my sister. No mother, no father. No state of origin. No classmate or schoolmate. And yet, they make him a president of the most sixth populous nation on earth. Although I know their own is not nation, they are just a contraption. Just a geographical expression. Okay, me, according to what I take and what I reason, I thought Nigerian government issued a statement that they have been released. How can their so-called government lie to the people while the soldiers are abandoned to face life imprisonment in Burkina Faso? You see it? This is the government that tell you they have good interest for you. Your soldiers are still locked up in a guard room with hard labor because they trespassed in another man's territory. Another man's sovereignty have been bastardized. Then all you can do, you claim to be a government, is just to come out to lie to the people that the so-called soldiers and their aircraft have been released. Even while the court of the High Court in Burkina Faso is planning, or rather have already arranged a date to sentence these people to life imprisonment. I told us some couple of days ago that Burkina Faso is looking a way to trap Nigeria. Nobody understands, because Burkina Faso is fully in support of the Biafran movement and also in support of Simon Ekpa's movement and that of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And at the same time, they are very, very angry when they heard about the verdict on these two guys. So they became infuriated, irritated, and they become angry. Now it is the payback time. You give Mazen Nnamdi Kanu life imprisonment for terrorism that never existed. Well, your own soldiers are also guilty as charged for terrorism in my own land, because you invaded my land as a terrorist without no intent, no any formal invitation, no any formal information. You just click back. You land in my country. That means you're going to wipe out my entire country to make me look bad before my people. Now you are going 11 years. Sorry, you are going to life imprisonment. The 11 soldiers. Sorry for the mistake on the graph. When I get the point now, I hope you are getting my point, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going to. Like all these things, Burkina Faso refused to release their 11 soldiers and the aircraft. Everything still boils down to the injustice against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Everything still boils down to the injustice against the people of the southeast, the people of the Igbos. I mean, Ndibo, it still boils down to the marginalization. Oh, you get these people thinking that when it reach our own turn, we are going to release your own people. No, it can never be done, because Nigerian government connived with Finland to jail Simon Ekpa, and after jailing Simon Ekpa, then they come back home and do the worst of sentencing a whole region to life imprisonment. Because any Igbo man who is celebrating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's conviction is a fool. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in prison, life or death, you are also in prison. You that is celebrating, a poor pooper that can't even afford 3 square meals, you are celebrating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. And the same Mazen Nnamdi Kanu you are celebrating that they have convicted him is fighting for your own good. That if he chooses not to fight for it, he will have collect billions and choice houses and oil wells left, right, and center, just like they did to Asari Dokubo, that made Asari Dokubo to close his mouth. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, no, I will never do that. And then you come out to say, oh, thank God, a pooper, poor wretched idiot that can't even afford 2 square meals is celebrating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's conviction. Whether you are from Igbo, you are from Yoruba, you are from Hausa, you are from Fulani, and you are poor, you are celebrating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's conviction. My brother, your generation, both born and unborn, shall remain fools. That is the simple truth. Nnamdi Kanu protested in England, telling the Nigerian government to do the needful. Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast, he said the people that own the land must enjoy the fruit of the land. That is, he's fighting for every Nigerian that the Fulanis who's coming from Western Sahel are uprooting, sending them to IDPs and occupying their ancestral lands. Not even sending them to IDPs is the most painful part of it. But these people will still go to that same IDPs where they chase them to and begin to massacre them in numbers, burning them alive. Nnamdi Kanu said enough is enough. That every individual have equal rights to the poor, whether to the poor or to the rich. As long as the mineral resources in our land is concerned, it's not been made for only one part of the country, or rather for only group of people to be enjoying with their generations, both born and unborn. He said enough is enough. He came out and stood on his ground. You might not agree with him on some certain areas. You might not agree, or rather believe, or rather like his modus operandi, but the fact remains, he is fighting for the downtrodden. He's fighting for everybody, for every Biafran, for everyone that calls themselves a living being, both in Nigeria, both in West Africa. He said everybody deserves to be free. And then you are celebrating his conviction. Now, the table have overturned. First of all, it started, you prescribed IPOB as a terrorist organization. And I made it clear then, I said, This one that Canada came out now and said APC and PDP are terrorist group or terrorist parties. Aka Donald Trump on email say his hand, the hand of Oga Donald is inside. Some people do not understand. You don't take too long. They prescribe them. They prescribe my country a particular concern. My brother, it is turn by turn. You know, every country is going to hate Nigeria, and in fact, they are going to disassociate themselves from Nigeria. But it's going to start gradually. It starts from Canada down to US, and then now Burkina Faso. What do you think? You that is hearing my voice, what is your own take over this matter? Drop it at the comment section. Please make sure you follow us on all our social media handles. And my God must surely bless you and prosper you, meet you at every point of your needs. Here are the comments that follow this message. Just a little bit. Okuwe Richard say false information, they have been released. My brother, nobody released them. Somebody replied to him, say, now you release them. Celestine Atu said, show us proof, or you come and pack my and say here in heaven. Hey God. Daily Stanford Bridge said, now Zoo people talking now, listening to the Zoo news. They are not released. Continue listening to fake Zoo news. Not true, my brother. Israel said, release for where? They are still there, Joe. Aka God said, you are not updated, okay? Try to get data so that you will be updated. Now you release them. They said they never released them. Oh, they are still there. Moving forward, AG Ebuna said, not until the presidency tells us actually what happened. Professional suggestions on critical matters of this nature may hardly be rolled out. We have trained intelligence squad saddled with the responsibility of studying clearing the codes before any critical mission is embarked upon, and rule of professional ethics defines it very clearly that perfect and convinced conditions must be planned out before embarking on such a mission. Involvement of Russian military might and other allies supposed to have been considered as part of challenge should there be confrontations as it is now obtainable. Now, see the reactions from all fronts. My advice, thus, remains adopting diplomatic solution, bearing in mind that many forces are backing Burkina Faso, particularly Russia, as a major backbone. No, they say, hey, no, let Nigeria attack, let Nigeria attack Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, their military power is low, like this, like that. My brother, if they tell you forces backing Burkina Faso, you will know that you are still a joker. If they tell you forces that tell them, don't release them. If you ever release them, we are going to stop supporting you. If they try anything, and Nigeria no, Tinubu no, Christopher Musa no, Bello Matawalle know that if they try anything, pack them. FOB against, but the federal government have not tell us what exactly happened. We are waiting. Magnus Obialo, but the news said they are released and have returned. Nobody released them. Imachibo said, I love that young president. He is doing the right thing. Chukwu Clifford Ogeleka, Tinubu sent them on an errand and ran to France to make arrangements on how to collect tax. JLV Jofri, did they go there to divide Burkina Faso? My brother, he asked me, like why I go ask. Owolade Adetunji, do know that giving false information is an offense. Idiot. Ogachi said, hold them very well. Don't allow them to give unpunished to go unpunished so that others will learn a lesson. Person said, one for the way Martin Namdekan was sentenced. You get the point now. Somebody have already hit the nail on the head. IG Kingsley said, what if there are Biafran Nigerian soldiers among them? Pray for the release. Okay, no problem now. Biafran, who tell you there are Biafran Nigerian soldiers? Anyone who joined Nigerian army is not Biafran Nigerian soldiers. Let me see people who replied to him. Chi Okora said, did anybody send Biafran soldiers to Burkina Faso in a Nigerian aircraft? That is the question. Promise Ebom said, now who be this? My brother. Haruna Razak said, on a true they believe rubbish. Ugwani Tochi, you mean any Biafran soldier will join them? Nah, Afuano. They should be fast about the judgment, I beg you. And they should make sure no law will be shown to them. One good turn deserves another. Anyway, my good people, happy Sunday to you all. Now you will take a break. I beg you, make gonna help me circulate this message. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Please follow us on our social media handles, and my God will surely bless you.